is that little click that says, I am over 18. The fact that that's not even a thing is ridiculous.
There is the sensitive content warning, but no, I hear you. And actually on my Twitter, I don't post anything more than like boobs. Like I won't post anything like explicit because
you want to post a nude and you could argue it's art. You could argue it all day. But if you're going to post yourself getting railed and people coming on your face and people, your fist in your ass, not realizing that there's a reason, ask yourself before you shoot it, is there a reason Brazzers doesn't shoot this? Is there a reason that Wicked never shot this? Is there a reason Vivid never shot this? Is there a reason Mile High doesn't shoot this? It's not because they don't want the money. If they thought they could shoot all of this stuff, is there a reason Evil Angel's not shooting pissing scenes? Yeah, there's a reason. Ask yourself why. It's not because they don't like freedom of speech. It's not because they wouldn't shoot it. If they could sell it, they could sell it out the wazoo.
Yeah.
It's because history has told and experience has told them that it's not, even though they won't tell you it's illegal, they're not going to tell you it's legal. And those are the guidelines that the big companies stood within. And the people need the education to know what risks you're taking when you shoot stuff that you believe should be fine to shoot.
Yeah.
Because whether you feel it should be fine or not is not going to be the reality of the world.
There was actually, and I wish I could remember what the name was, but there was a specific lawyer who came up with a list of things, and this was like in the midst of all the obscenity cases that we were seeing.
Was obscene, and you'll see it when you know. I can't define it. Oh, maybe, but you have to be careful defining it from what I believe, because if we actually defined it ourselves. No, he can probably perhaps have a list.
It was a list of like, it wasn't, and again, it wasn't like these are illegal. It was like things you should avoid to protect yourself against possible litigation.
Yes. And so that is a huge thing for me. And the other problem is that, so the education surrounding obscenity and whether you think we should post it or not does not give you the right to post it. I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to be a jerk, because at the end of the day, again, don't care what you do to yourself.
Right.
I really don't. I care so little, you have no idea. It almost makes me a bad person. I care so little. Really. But what I care about is that one person or two people or three people acting in a certain way can dismantle an entire community.
Yeah.
Because we're only as strong as our weakest link.
Yeah. That's so true. And because it, like you said, I mean, a collective is actually a good way to put it, but we're even not so much that anymore, as you mentioned. It's just a bunch of small businesses and a kind of self-regulating industry, and that can get murky sometimes.
And you've got a bunch of personal people out there going, you know, nobody can tell me what to do. I shoot my own stuff. And they're like, well, you guys should be covering our tests. I'm like, those two things don't go together. Yeah. You can't. You know, what? Like, no, you just said you're shooting your own stuff in your own business, and now it's you. Like,
yeah.
There's a whole lot of this and that and the other thing thrown in, and I'm like, none of this makes sense. Like,
yeah.
So, I mean, there's a shift, basically, because that's what's coming of all this, and the shift could be ugly. You know, somebody told me they really believe that sex work would be decriminalized within 10 years. And I don't disagree with that. But if that's the case, I also think it's going to get criminalized harder first. I think the pendulum is on its way to swing. And I think we're probably going to get slapped in the face. And I think people on Twitter posting their stuff need to be very, very careful. And I think that you giving away all, 2 minutes of you fisting your butt on Twitter is not a good economic move. You're basically giving away your own free stuff. And we all know men only have to jerk off for like 2 minutes and it's over. So you just gave them all the material. I don't know what to tell you. Like, they can do it on a single photo. You gave them 3 minutes. I don't know.
We come from those days when guys could masturbate to just a photo.
Victoria's Secret, bra and panty, not even nude. And you're like literally giving them like 2 minutes. Your trailer doesn't have to be 2 minutes. Okay. So I don't really understand why you're giving them all the free stuff. Make them come there and then give them free stuff.
Yeah.
What are you doing? This is not even business savvy. Elon Musk would be like, what? You're giving it all away.
Ultimately, that's why he wants to change the platform. It has all to do with economics, nothing to do with explicit material on a free platform. He just thinks you're all like really bad business people.
Really bad business people. Like, oh my God. I remember, our ads were like, there's a penis, there's her mouth. We promise once you go in, more will happen between these two. But you have to go in first. Now you're like, I swear, if you want to see the very last shot of sperm hit her face, you'll have to go in.
that little drip at the end.
That little drip at the end, you've got to go in. No, I am very concerned, though. I'm concerned that people are unknowingly doing it. And at this point, if you say something, then it becomes defiantly doing it.